45 minutes. That is the window still open in front of you. And Archangel Michael has been circling this exact moment for days, waiting for the one heartbeat when your thumb would finally stop scrolling. You almost missed this one too. You almost slid past like you slid past the last 3 and the 3 before that. But today, something inside you paused. Something in your chest tightened. Something in your spirit whispered, "Do not scroll." That whisper was not accident. That whisper was heaven pressing down on your hand. Michael speaks now, and his voice is not gentle. It is fierce, protective, urgent. The voice of a warrior who has been standing at the edge of your life shouting your name while you kept your headphones in. He says, "I have called for you again and again, and every time you scrolled past me, a door in the heavens closed a little further. But today, you stopped. Today, you heard. And because you heard, I am given permission to speak the full message I've been holding for months. Something unexpected is about to break into your life within the next 45 minutes. Not next week, not next month. Within the width of this single hour. And what breaks in will not knock politely. It will arrive like a wave crashing through a window that was locked shut. Because storms sent from heaven do not ask permission. They simply arrive. The reason this message has been chasing you so hard is not because you are in trouble. It is because you have been unprotected at a level you never realized. For weeks now, invisible hands have been reaching for you. Whispers you could not name have been circling your bed at night. Small, chaotic events. A lost item. A strange delay. A sudden argument you did not start. Have been stacking up quietly around you, like little stones dropped by an enemy who did not want you to notice the pattern. Michael saw the pattern. Michael has been trying to warn you, and every time you scrolled, another stone dropped. But listen to me carefully. That stops today. You may have felt it in the last week. A restlessness, a heaviness that came out of nowhere. A moment where you looked around your own home and felt like something in the room was off, though you could not put your finger on what. Michael says, "That was me. That was my sword crossing the threshold of your doorway. That was your spirit recognizing the weight of an angel standing between you and what was trying to reach you. You were never crazy. You were never imagining things. You were under siege. And the siege has just been broken because you finally opened this message. There was a night, maybe last week, maybe 2 weeks back, when you woke up at an odd hour and could not fall back asleep. You lay in the dark and the room felt strange, and you told yourself it was just stress. Michael says it was not stress. He was in that room. He was speaking your name. He was pouring warnings into your dreams. But the noise of your day had left your spirit too tired to receive them cleanly. So the warnings became feelings without words, a weight without a source. That weight has a source today. It has a name today. It has a reason today. And the reason is this message, which you almost skipped again. The lights in your home have been flickering a little more than usual. You noticed, but you filed it under bad wiring. The temperature in one particular room dropped without explanation, and you filed it under bad insulation. A dream you had, maybe of standing at a door you could not open, or a road that split in 2 directions with fog on both sides, or a person whose face kept shifting. You filed under indigestion. Michael says none of those were what you filed them as. All of them were divine alarms. All of them were heaven pounding on the walls of your consciousness saying, "Wake up." And today, at last, you did. A letter has been written for you. Not on paper, not in ink. On something older than paper and stronger than ink. On the fabric of what heaven calls a covenant. This letter carries your legal name in the courts above. It was drafted, witnessed, and prepared for delivery weeks ago. But every time you skipped a message like this one, the letter was pulled back from the courier. Michael says the delay has been dangerous, not because heaven changes its mind, but because the enemy uses every hour of delay to prepare a counter move. And a counter move has been prepared against you. Right now, Michael is standing near you. You cannot see him with your eyes, but if you stop for a moment and just be still, you will feel a slight pressure at the edge of your awareness. That is not tiredness. That is not paranoia. That is the presence of a being older than the mountains, standing on holy watch over the room you are in today. His sword is drawn, his wings are extended, his eyes are on the corners of your life you have not looked into yourself in years, and he is asking one thing of you. Stay alert for the next 45 minutes. Because the battle is close, and the outcome bends in your favor only if you remain in this message until the last word. Earlier this week, in a place you have never physically visited, your name was spoken in a conversation you were not meant to know about. Someone who has watched your life from a distance said your name with a bitter mixture of confusion and resentment. They cannot understand how you have kept rising after everything that should have broken you. They cannot understand where your strength comes from. Michael says their confusion is not natural. It is spiritual. Because you carry a hidden inheritance they do not have access to, and the enemy that supplies them with information cannot even read the fine print of the covenant God signed over your life before you were born. Your resilience has annoyed darkness itself. That is not a small thing. When your quiet endurance frustrates the forces working against you, you have become a target. And today, heaven finalizes your protection. You were never designed to walk blindly into this hour of your life. Every human being has doorways in their timeline where sudden shifts happen. Doorways that determine the next 10 years. And this, today, is one of yours. Michael says heaven had a plan to alert you, shield you, and prepare you before you crossed the threshold. But your habit of skipping messages nearly cost you the lifeline that was extended to you. In secret, hesitation weakens faith. Every second you spent thinking about scrolling past, every second you told yourself, "I will read it later," gave fear a room to build inside your chest. Fear is a squatter. It moves in the moment you leave a door unlocked. But Michael's voice cuts through that fear today like a sword through wet paper. He says, "I do not speak into empty rooms. I do not waste words. I have been assigned to your life, to your specific soul, because the weight of what you are called to carry demands an armed escort. Nations will be shaped by choices you make today. You do not see it yet, but heaven does, and heaven refuses to lose you to silence. The unexpected event coming for you will not be soft. It will not tap you on the shoulder. It will arrive like lightning splitting an old tree that has been rotting for years. But hear me. In heaven, storms do not destroy. Storms reveal. What is about to shake around you is not the loss of what belonged to you. It is the exposure of what was never supposed to have been in your life in the first place. Michael says, "This is the hour your hidden enemies are exposed. This is the hour every plan that was drafted in secret against you is forced into the light. You have been watched by more eyes than you realize. Some watched with quiet joy at your progress, but others watched and schemed. Others waited for the moment your foot slipped. Others prepared arrangements you cannot imagine. And today, without you lifting a single finger, one of those arrangements is collapsing." Michael says you had to be reached before the collapse because heaven wanted you to see who stood for you all along and who was quietly standing against you. There was a dream you had recently that you dismissed within an hour of waking. Maybe it was a door you could not open. Maybe it was a shadow that seemed to know your name. Maybe it was a hallway that kept getting longer the further you walked. Michael says that dream was not indigestion or leftover stress from your day. It was a preview. It was a briefing. It was heaven giving you a low-resolution glimpse of this very hour. And the door in that dream, the one you could not open, is swinging open today. Not because you finally figured out the lock, because you finally stopped and listened. Michael says, "For weeks, I have been whispering warnings through signs, through dreams, through nudges you almost recognized. Darkness worked overtime to make you deaf to me. But we broke through. And now, watch how quickly heaven moves when your spirit finally lines up with divine guidance. There is a shift happening in the atmosphere of the room you are in today. Even as your eyes are moving across these words, the air is being rearranged around you. Where there was confusion, clarity is forming, like morning light burning off a heavy fog. Where there was stagnation, unseen wind is beginning to move like a fresh current through a room that had been sealed too long. Michael assures you this is not your imagination inventing comfort. Angels move fast when a soul finally answers heaven's final call. And the way you feel right now, slightly warmer, slightly lighter, slightly more focused than you did 4 minutes ago, that is the confirmation that they are already in the room. In the next 45 minutes, opportunities that were locked will unlock. Chains you did not even know were wrapped around your ankles will fall. News you had given up on will suddenly find its way back to your door. But Michael warns, going silent today would undo the release. You must prepare yourself, not with fear, with expectation. Sudden change is rarely comfortable. Old patterns will fall away like dry leaves off a shaken branch. People you assumed were allies will show you a face you did not know they had. But this is not loss. This is divine pruning for a future that cannot be shaken. Heaven has marked this hour on a calendar you cannot see. Years from now, when your grandchildren ask how everything changed, you will be able to point to this today. This very message, this specific 45 minutes, and say, that was when the tables turned. That was when I stopped scrolling past my own rescue. Michael says, your life was never ordinary. That is why the resistance against you has been so ferocious. Ordinary lives do not attract the attention of principalities. Your life has, which means the moment you fully align, heaven bends around you the way water bends around a stone in a river. This is that moment. This is where the tables turn. Stand still and watch it happen. You may feel an odd pressure in your chest as you take in these words, a slight tightness, almost like your heart knows something is being rearranged in the unseen. That is not anxiety. That is not a symptom. That is your spirit lining up with the truth that just walked into the room with Michael for the first time in months, maybe longer. Heaven's shield is settling over you all the way down, not partial, not tentative, full. Signs will follow this message to confirm every word. Expect a call from a number you did not expect to hear from. Expect a message from someone you had almost forgotten. Expect a knock at the door that arrives at a moment that feels too precise to be coincidence. These will not be accidents. These will be heaven's fingerprints, marking the trail of what is about to unfold in your life. Michael reminds you, do not dismiss those confirmations when they come. Engage with them. Answer the call. Read the message. Open the door. Because those are part of your divine rescue, and they will lead you deeper into blessings that have been waiting in a room you never knew existed. Before Michael takes you deeper into what is unfolding around you, he stops, and he looks at you with an intensity that is difficult to describe with human words. He says, "This message was never meant for you alone. There are at least 3 people in your life right now who are on the edge of the same silence you were almost trapped in today. 3 people whose scrolling thumb is 1 second away from missing their own rescue. And I have marked you as their messenger. Send this video to 3 people today, not tomorrow, not when it is convenient. Today. Because the number 3 is not random. 3 is the number of the covenant God writes with those who spread His word. When you share this with 3 souls, you activate a triangular shield of protection that covers you, covers them, and covers everything in between. Text one of them. Message another one on Facebook or WhatsApp. Send the link to a group chat where someone you have not spoken to in months might see it. Michael says, Heaven records every share. Heaven honors every share. Heaven accelerates the blessing of the messenger who obeys. 3 people. That is the invitation. That is the covenant. Do it before this video finishes, because the ones who wait to share until the end almost always forget, and a forgotten share is a broken shield. Now that you did not skip, heaven can finally reveal the depths of what has been happening around you for months. There are moments in a soul's journey when silence becomes dangerous, and today was one of them. That is why the urgency pressed against your spirit so hard tonight. It was not manipulation. It was heaven's mercy trying to reach you before it was too late. Michael speaks of an unseen war, not a metaphor, a literal collision of light and darkness that has been running its course above your head for the last several months. You felt the effects of it even when you could not name the source. Sudden waves of sadness that had no logical trigger. Unexplained anger from people who had no reason to be angry with you. Moments when everything in a single day seemed to fall apart at once, as if some invisible hand had loosened every screw in your life at the same time. Michael says none of it was coincidence. Every one of those events was a deliberate attempt to knock you off the divine path laid down for your life before you took your first breath. Michael continues, I have been positioned at your side to make sure the enemy does not succeed. But I can only fully step into that assignment when you hear heaven and respond. Today, you did both, which means your alignment with the divine plan is fully restored, and everything that has been pushed off course begins to snap back into position right now. He reveals to you that a conversation about your future is happening at this very moment in realms your eyes cannot access. Forces of darkness are arguing. They are desperate. They are trying to reclaim the hold they thought they had over certain regions of your destiny. But because you chose to open this message, because you paused when the world told you to keep moving, Michael is now free to stand in the middle of that courtroom and present heaven's case for your total victory. The spiritual courtroom is not silent today. It thunders. Angelic beings speak for you. They present evidence. Every unseen good deed you did in silence. Every tear you shed for someone else's healing. Every moment you refused to answer cruelty with cruelty. Every time you held on to faith while your knees shook. Every one of those was recorded. Everyone is being read aloud right now. Everyone is evidence that darkness cannot argue against. Michael says the verdict is turning. What was designed to destroy you will be reversed. The very voices that mocked you in private will witness your rise and go silent forever. This is why the timing mattered so much. You had to open this before the heavenly gavel struck. And you did. Barely, but you did. Even as you take in these words, something is shifting in the atmosphere of the room you are in. You may feel a tingling along your skin, a sudden warmth traveling from your chest down into your hands. That is not caffeine. That is not blood pressure. That is Michael's protective fire encircling your body, burning away chains that had wrapped themselves around parts of your life you did not even remember being restricted in. In the next 45 minutes, destinies get rewritten. The old script that was handed to your life, a script full of loss, delay, unnecessary suffering, and quiet defeat, is being torn in half. A new script is being lowered into its place, a script written in fire, a script written in the language heaven uses when it decides to move fast, and heaven has decided to move fast today. Michael shows you a vision now. Close your eyes for one moment if you can, or just picture it in your mind as he speaks. You are standing in a vast open field. The sky above you is deep and heavy. Around you, in every direction, shadows are moving. Not human shadows, older shadows. They circle you, whispering lies you have heard your entire life in slightly different voices. You will never rise. You will always struggle. You are alone. Nobody is coming for you. But then, from behind you, a light. And from that light, Michael steps forward. His sword is drawn, and it is not metal. It is fire. Living fire, moving along the edge of the blade like a river of gold. He raises it, and the ground beneath your feet shakes. The shadows do not fight. They flee. They scatter like leaves before a hurricane, because they know his name. They knew his name before you did. And today, they finally know that you know it too. This vision is not decoration. This vision is documentation. What you just saw is happening in the unseen right now, at this very moment, over your life. Every dark plan that was drafted against you is collapsing. Every harmful word spoken about you in a room you were not in is being reversed into a blessing you will feel in the coming weeks. Every silent contract signed against you in darkness is dissolving, like paper thrown into fire. Your name is being cleared in unseen realms. Michael says, this kind of moment is rare. Heaven does not stop time for every soul, but it stopped time for you today and held open the window of grace until you finally chose to step through it. You have stepped through. And because you did, no power now standing, no power that will ever rise in the future, can shut this door of deliverance behind you. He tells you that within hours, tangible signs will start appearing in your physical life. An unexpected call from someone you thought had erased you from their memory. An offer you were not looking for and were not qualified for on paper, but which will show up in your inbox anyway. Even a stranger passing you in a public place will say something to you that lands too directly in your chest to be small talk. These are divine markers. These are heaven-leaving evidence in your day that what was declared here is already unfolding. Your environment will start changing first. You will notice a settled peace in your home, where tension used to hang in the air like humidity. People who drained you emotionally will begin to distance themselves from you, and they will not be able to explain why. Even objects in your house that used to remind you of specific pains will feel neutral when you look at them today. Michael says, this is purification. This is stage 1 of the sudden breakthrough. Before you can walk into what heaven is delivering, everything unworthy in your current life must fall off you. Do not fear the loss. It is divine housekeeping clearing space for what is arriving. But not everyone will celebrate your rising. There are people who benefited from your delay, people whose comfort depended on your stagnation, people who felt superior to you as long as you were stuck. When heaven lifts you today, they will feel unsettled and will not know why. Some of them will suddenly reach out, confused, unable to understand the shield they can now sense around you. Michael warns you, be discerning. Not every outstretched hand today is meant to be held. Some of them are polished traps. Some of them are strings being pulled by whispers that are trying to drag you back into chains that are being broken as you read this. Tonight marks the end of many unseen battles. You will sleep differently today. The heaviness that used to press down on you when you closed your eyes will not come for you tonight. Dreams that used to torment you with faces and rooms you did not want to visit will shift into visions of guidance, of open landscapes, of doorways lit from behind. You will wake up stronger, bolder, less afraid of the shape of the day ahead. And this shift will not fade after a week. It is permanent. Darkness will absolutely try to return, but it will find no entry point. The mark of heaven glows on you today, like a seal only divine light can touch, and no curse, no word, no enemy action can break that seal. Michael reveals to you a future scene, a gathering, a room, a moment, maybe a year from today, maybe 2. Your name is spoken in that room with honor. People who quietly doubted you will be standing there, wide-eyed, watching the fruit of what began in this very hour. Some of them will whisper to each other, "How did this happen so fast?" But you will know. You will remember. You will remember this today. You will remember that it began the moment you finally listened and did not scroll past. Heaven is celebrating this turning point over your life right now. Angels are singing above you. You may feel a sudden, unexplained joy rising in your chest for no reason you can name. That joy is confirmation. The battle is over. The blessing is close, not in years, not in months, in days. Michael says, walk forward today without looking back. Do not doubt the process. In the next 45 minutes, everything begins to move swiftly, divinely, irreversibly in your favor. Your story is no longer a story of waiting. It is now a story of acceleration. What took others years to build will take you months, because heaven's hand is under you, carrying you forward at a pace the enemy cannot match. Before we go one step further into what Michael is about to reveal, he stops again. He turns his eyes back toward you. And this time, the sharing command is not a warm invitation. It is an activation. You are not just receiving this message today. You are being commissioned. Heaven has stamped you as a delivery vehicle for at least 3 more souls, whose scrolling thumb is 1 second away from missing what you almost missed. If you feel a slight discomfort in your chest right now at the thought of sharing, good. That discomfort is the enemy's last attempt to keep this locked in your phone. Send this video right now. Do not wait until it ends. Open your WhatsApp. Open your Facebook. Open your text messages. Pick 3 names. It does not have to be complicated. Send the link. Type nothing but, "I felt like I had to send this to you today." That is enough. Heaven does the rest. Facebook groups, WhatsApp groups, family threads you have been silent in, your church group, your prayer circle. Every place you have influence is a doorway. Heaven is asking you to open today. And while you are at it, subscribe to Letters from Archangel Michael, so the next message reaches you the moment heaven sends it, and not 3 weeks later, when the algorithm remembers you exist. Michael says, "Those who share are marked as messengers. Those who hoard the message become bottlenecks that heaven eventually flows around." You do not want to be a bottleneck. You want to be a messenger. 3 people. Do it now. Because in the next paragraph, Michael is going to open a door in this message that you cannot afford to walk through with a locked shield. Michael says now, "There is something I have wanted to place in your hands for a long time, and this is the hour I am permitted to speak of it. What I am about to reveal has been hidden from you, not because heaven wanted it hidden, but because the enemy fought hard to keep it out of your ears. That fight ends today. Listen carefully. Every word from here forward is a key. For generations, a rare method of prayer has existed, spoken quietly between spiritual elders, passed down like a family heirloom too sacred to display. It is not a religion. It is not a denomination. It is a rhythm, a daily rhythm of praying that our ancestors used to send petitions to heaven, the way an arrow flies from a bow at close range, straight to the target, without wandering. That method has now been assembled, restored, and placed within reach of ordinary men and women through a community called Elovans. And today, Michael has been given clearance to lead you to the door. Elovans is a daily audio prayer that lasts about 1 hour, 1 episode per day, taken like medicine. Not 2, not 3. 1. Just as a doctor does not tell you to swallow the whole bottle at once, heaven does not intend for these prayers to be rushed. 1 per today, first thing in the morning, and something rebuilds inside you day by day. By day 7, you feel your mind quieter. By day 15, your household feels it. By day 30, the entire architecture of your life has been repaired by heaven's hand while you were simply obedient to the rhythm. Right now, Season 4, Episode 3 has just dropped on elovans.com. It is playing in bedrooms and kitchens around the world at this very moment. Thousands of Elovians already had it in their ears this morning. They are already covered today. They are already receiving. And you are hearing about it for the first time. The question is not whether it works. The question is how much longer you are willing to stand on the outside, The regular monthly price for this membership is $100. That is the sticker on the door. But because you are watching this channel today, heaven has opened a side door that the general public does not know about. $19.99 per month. That is not a typo. 80% off the standard rate. But hear me. This door does not stay propped open. The moment 1,000 total members claim this rate, the price returns to $100 permanently. There is no extension. There is no waiting list. There is no second window. And there is a second lock stacked on top of the first. Only 333 members are accepted per month. 333. The angelic number? The number of divine order and heavenly access. Only 333. As of this hour, only 311 seats remain. 222 people have already claimed their spots for this month. Every hour, the counter drops. You may sit and think about this for an afternoon and come back to find only 240 seats left, or 180, or 0. The link is in the description below. It is also pinned in the top comment. 2 locations, 1 decision, 1999. Listen to what came in from our community this week. Margaret from Houston wrote to us. I joined last season, and by day 11, a check I had given up on for 2 years arrived in my mailbox. My daughter called me crying because she could not believe what she was seeing. I do not know how to explain what is happening in my life. I only know I started listening at 5:30 in the morning, and something in heaven started answering. Margaret's story is not rare. Margaret's story is becoming the standard. You are thinking right now, I cannot afford it. Stop. It is $19.99. You spent more than that this week on something you have already forgotten. You are thinking, I will do it later. Later is the enemy's favorite word. Later means never. Every morning you wake up without this prayer covering you is a morning the enemy has unguarded access to a life he has been trying to break for years. You are thinking, is this real? Look at the community. Look at the thousands already inside. Look at what Margaret just said. This is not a promise about the future. This is a report from people already living inside the results. Michael says one more thing before he moves us deeper, and this is important. There is a second door inside the Ilovin's house that has just been opened for the first time. He calls it the lifetime door. It is new. It is rare. It is not for everyone. He will speak of it more fully in a few minutes, but he wants you to know today, right now, that it exists, and that when he opens the full picture of it later in this message, you will understand why some people, once they hear about it, do not go back to the monthly path. That is all he will say for now. Consider this a warning that heaven has more coming for you before this video ends. He also wants you to know this. There is something being built quietly inside the Ilovin's community. Something that has not launched yet, but is arriving very soon. Every current member will receive it at launch, included, with nothing more to pay. He will not name a date. He will not describe features. He only says this: whoever is inside when the doors open on that new thing walks in already holding it. Whoever is still on the outside will have to catch up. That is enough said. For now, click the link, description or pinned comment. 1999, Season 4, Episode 3 is playing today. 311 seats remain. Michael returns his gaze to you now, and steps back into the flow of the deeper vision he was showing you before. He says, the reason he had to pause and speak of Elevens is because everything else he is about to reveal in this message, every deliverance, every unlock, every miracle, is meant to be reinforced daily by a rhythm of prayer strong enough to hold what heaven is releasing. Blessings arrive, but blessings need a container. Elevens is the container. Without it, what heaven pours into your life leaks out through cracks left over from years of unprotected days. Now, back to the vision. Michael reveals that a significant person is about to enter your life without any warning. This individual was assigned to cross your path a long time ago, years ago, in some cases. But their arrival was blocked by spiritual interference. Their calendar was rearranged by darkness. Their attention was pulled in other directions by circumstances that had nothing to do with them. Every time they came close to being sent your way, some obstacle appeared. This is real. Michael is not speaking in generalities. Your rescue and their arrival are linked. Without the divine interception happening today, you would have missed them yet again, possibly for the rest of this year, possibly forever. The connection they carry to you is not a friendship. It is healing. It is opportunity. It is a ripple that will change generations of your bloodline. This is why the urgency of you stopping to hear this message was so extreme. One more skip, and this meeting was going to slide off the calendar of your life permanently. The next 45 minutes are not empty. They are actively being worked. Michael describes legions of angels rearranging events like master architects, moving furniture in a house too big for you to see. They are altering the decisions of other people, nudging phones to be picked up, appointments to be moved, plans to be canceled or advanced. All of it is being orchestrated to guide you into the divine collision with your true destiny. Michael says, you are not just being saved from something, you're being accelerated into something. What was stolen is being multiplied on its way back to you. What was hidden is being uncovered. Heaven wastes nothing, not one tear, not one day, not one delay. You may notice unusual signs today, lights flickering that were not flickering yesterday, hearing your own name in a moment of silence, an unexpected call from someone you have not heard from in years. These are not random. These are the fingerprints of angelic hands weaving the threads of your breakthrough together in real time. Michael instructs you to stay alert in the coming days. You will face small choices that carry enormous spiritual weight. Choosing peace over retaliation. Choosing forgiveness over the very justified anger someone has earned from you. Choosing courage over the safer option that would let you shrink back into the smaller version of yourself. Each of those small yeses will unlock treasures that darkness spent years trying to make sure you would never see. Michael says, your life has been watched, and not only by heaven. There are people who have envied your unseen favor from a distance. Some have worked in secret to slow your rise. But today, their plans are crumbling. I have been given full authority to expose every hidden plot and remove every invisible chain. Even now, words spoken against you in rooms you were not in are being reversed. Where your name was dragged through shadowed conversations, it is being lifted with honor in other rooms this same week. Where your intentions were misunderstood, clarity is breaking through like a first ray of sun after a long, dark morning. Heaven is dispatching a final decree. Justice Michael reveals that situations where you were treated unfairly, overlooked, or betrayed are about to reverse completely. Individuals who wronged you will come forward, compelled by something they cannot resist, to make amends. Even institutions, systems, offices, workplaces that denied you what was yours will suddenly release it. Michael says this justice is not partial. It is not delayed. It comes like a wave that does not stop at the shore. It rolls through every corner of your life until restoration is complete. Another vision unfolds. You are standing at a great doorway surrounded by radiant light. Beyond the door is a vast landscape. Hills, rivers, open sky, abundance stretched out in every direction, and a peace that seems to hum from the ground itself. Michael's hand rests on the handle, but he waits. He is not going to open it without your acknowledgement. When you nod, when your spirit says, yes, he swings it open, and a rush of warmth and brilliance engulfs you. This doorway is your new beginning. Tonight, you have stepped closer to it than you have ever been. With each moment of faith you extend today, you move further from your past limitations and nearer to the vastness heaven always intended you to walk in. Michael says, fear will try to whisper as you advance. Doubts will try to rise like weeds in a garden. But hear me, no force can shut what heaven has opened. No hand can steal what is divinely yours. And no shadow can survive the light I have now placed over your name. You will notice a boldness awakening inside you. Conversations that used to intimidate you will feel easy. Opportunities that felt out of reach will feel natural to approach. This is not accident. This is divine empowerment pouring into your spirit, reshaping you into the person you were always meant to be. As the days ahead unfold, the atmosphere around your life will feel different. The air itself will seem lighter. Where there was confusion, wisdom will guide your decisions effortlessly. Where there was lack, provision will arrive without struggle. Michael reminds you that this is not temporary. This is permanent, sealed by heaven. What begins today will carry you through seasons of victory for years. The final moments of this 45-minute window are approaching, and Michael says, this is when heaven completes its repositioning. Angelic armies finalize their assignments. They place shields around your home. They mark the perimeter of your daily path. They secure the specific blessings meant for your hands and no other set of hands. You may feel a quiet stillness settle over you as this happens. Not sleepy, not blank, still, like the calm at the top of a mountain the moment you reach the summit. That calm is the confirmation that the battle is finished and the victory has been sealed. But before Michael takes you further, he says one more thing about what heaven is offering today. Because a door has been opened, and he refuses to let you walk past it without seeing it clearly. He returns to the lifetime door he mentioned earlier. This is the moment he opens it fully. The lifetime membership at Elevens is a new path. It is not for everyone, and heaven does not recommend it lightly, but it exists today for a specific reason. Some souls are meant to be members, and some souls are meant to be members forever. If you take the lifetime door, you pay once. That is it. One payment, and the daily prayer rhythm. Every current season, every season yet to come, every archived episode belongs to you for the rest of your life. No monthly renewal, no door that can ever close on you again, no moment in the future where you check your account and see that your access has lapsed. The door is sealed, open behind you. the lifetime membership is worth far, far more than what is being asked for it. Michael calls it the greatest offer Elevens has ever opened. And he says, this is a door that will not stay this affordable, because a door that opens once does not open twice at the same threshold. He is deliberate about one thing. He will not speak the lifetime number aloud in this message. Not because he is hiding it, because it lives on the Elevens page itself, on the link in the description below, and pinned in the top comment, and it is set and managed there. Everything else about that door, the promise, the permanence, the freedom from ever paying again, he speaks freely, but the specific figure is yours to see when you click. That is a page decision, not a voice decision. Michael says one more thing. Whoever takes the lifetime door also receives the new thing being built inside Elevens, the one he mentioned earlier, arriving very soon. Every current member gets it at launch, at no extra cost. And a lifetime member is inside for life. So whatever is built after that, and after that, is yours. Nothing more to pay, ever. Listen to what came in from another part of our community. Robert from Chicago wrote to us, I am a retired veteran. I did not think prayer could rewrite my finances. My wife pushed me to try this. By day 9 of the season, I got a call about a pension adjustment I was owed for years, thousands of dollars. I broke down in my kitchen holding the phone. I have been inside this community ever since. I am not leaving. I am home. Robert's story is not exceptional inside these walls. Robert's story is common. Michael will not push you into one door over another. Both are open today. The monthly is $19.99. 311 seats remain. Season 4. Episode 3 is playing right now. The lifetime is a one-time decision that closes the question forever. Click the link in the description. It is also pinned in the top comment. Choose the door your spirit knows is yours. But choose. Because tomorrow, the counter is going to be smaller. Now, Michael steps back into the deep vision. His voice softens, only slightly. He says, for too long, dark whispers have tried to convince you that you were unworthy. Today, heaven silences those whispers forever. You were on the very edge of making a decision that would have delayed your destiny for years. I saw it. I fought to stop it. That is why the urgency of this message pressed so hard against your spirit tonight. You are not just being warned. You are being saved from a version of your future that would have left you smaller than you were built to be. Chains are breaking around you. Heaven is repositioning you on a higher ground you cannot yet fully see. It is already done. It is already sealed by the hand of God Himself. Take a pause right now, just for one breath. Look around the room you are in. Notice how the air feels different than it did when you started this message. It is because angels are present. Michael says they have been waiting for your yes, waiting for you to stop skipping the messages sent for your rescue. And now, at last, they can move without hindrance. This is not just a message. This is a heavenly contract being placed into your hands. When you opened this, when you did not scroll past, you signed your name in the book of protection, the book of guidance, the book of breakthrough. Your name is there today. It cannot be erased. Michael says your story is about to shock even you. What was meant to end you will lift you. What was hidden will be revealed in your favor. From this night on, nothing rising against you will succeed. A sudden shift in the next 45 minutes sets in motion a decade of blessings that darkness cannot touch. Michael pauses again, and this time his voice is not the invitation. It is not the activation. This time, it is the warning. 3 people. He returns to the number. He returns to the command. But now he speaks of it as prophecy, not as request. Someone connected to you today is in the exact position you were in 1 hour ago. They are scrolling. They are one thumb flick away from missing what heaven has prepared for them. And you are the intercessor heaven has assigned to intercept their scroll. If you do not share this message, that soul goes to sleep tonight without the shield you now carry. That is not a small thing. That is a life left uncovered. That is a doorway left unlocked. That is a wound left untended in someone heaven has trusted you to reach. Michael says, those who hoard a message like this one are held accountable for the silence. Heaven records who spread the word and who buried it. This is not a threat. It is a law of the covenant. Share this video with 3 people today. Send it now. If you feel resistance rising in your chest at that request, know that the resistance is not yours. It is the enemy trying to break the triangular covenant of protection heaven wants to place over you and the 3 you reach. Post it on your Facebook wall. Send it to your family thread. Text 3 of the people whose names heaven is placing in your mind right now. You know who they are. Their faces just appeared as you read this. That is Michael marking them for you. Do not question it. Do not overthink it. Send, send, send. And tell each of them to subscribe to letters from Archangel Michael themselves, so no future warning has to fight the algorithm to reach them either. 3 doors, 3 shields, 1 covenant. Michael returns to the vision. And now the pace of what he shows you accelerates. You feel almost as if you cannot keep up with the images, but somehow your spirit is absorbing every one of them at a depth your mind cannot fully track. He shows you the golden scroll again, the one with your name on it, the one that had been chained for months. It is now fully unrolled, fully lit, fully read. Every promise on it is written in fire, and each word declares restoration, protection, elevation. These are not decorative words. These are legal declarations. In a courtroom, your enemies cannot appeal. The words on the scroll will show up in your earthly life as sudden financial openings, reunions with people you thought you had lost forever, and doors that only angels could have unlocked. Michael says, for too long, you wondered why life felt like a repeating loop. You blamed yourself for delays you could not name. But now you see it was a spiritual battle, one that was designed to stop the very greatness you were carrying. That battle ends today. Even as you read this, you may feel warmth rising through your chest, or a sudden surge of emotion, or tears forming without a specific reason. That is not weakness. That is your soul letting go of a weight it has been carrying for years. Heaven is lifting burdens from you silently. As these words reach your spirit, the next vision begins. You see yourself on a battlefield covered in the remnants of past struggles, broken arrows, shattered chains, torn banners. In the middle of it all stands Michael, sword raised high, flames dancing along its edge. He thrusts the sword into the ground and a wave of light sweeps outward across the field. Ashes turn into white and gold blossoms. This symbolizes your complete victory. Every failure, every heartbreak, every betrayal is being transformed into fertile ground for what is about to bloom. Michael says, Darkness will absolutely try to whisper again in the coming weeks. But when it does, remember this moment. Remember that you were not forsaken. Remember that angels fought and heaven won. No shadow will ever hold you captive again. You will start noticing divine encounters everywhere. A stranger offering you a word that lands directly in your chest. A door that opens exactly at the moment you thought it was too late. A sudden sense of peace where anxiety used to hum in the background. These are angelic fingerprints, proof that the promise today is real. And then comes the greatest sign, something completely unexpected. Within days, someone significant will reach out carrying news or an offer that shifts your entire trajectory. This will not be luck. It is the divine miracle Michael has been arranging from the very start. He says the moment will be unmistakable. Your heart will recognize it instantly. You will know when it arrives. Michael turns to you with a firm gaze. He says, "This blessing is not fragile. It will not slip away today. I have placed a shield around it. What you need now is readiness, not fear, not doubt. Faith sharpened like a blade." Then he pauses one last time before the final sealing. He says, "Two doors are still open in front of you. Do not walk out of this hour without stepping through one of them. On one side is the monthly path, 1999, Season 4. Episode 3 playing today, 311 seats remaining, the counter dropping as we speak. On the other side is the lifetime door. One decision, one payment, and the daily prayer rhythm is yours forever. And the new thing arriving very soon is included the moment it launches, with nothing more to pay from you, ever." Listen to what Patricia from London wrote to us this week. "I was drowning in debt. Everything was behind. I did not know how a daily prayer could touch money, but I trusted it and I joined. Within the first season, 3 unexpected payments arrived. A refund I never applied for, a tax credit I did not know I qualified for, and my landlord, out of nowhere, reduced my rent. I am an Elovian for life." Patricia did not manufacture that. Patricia stepped through a door and let heaven do the rest. Then James from Atlanta wrote in the same week, "My business was on the edge, 2 months of rent left. No new clients on the horizon. I started listening at 5:30 in the morning. Within 3 weeks, 3 new contracts arrived from people I had never contacted. One of them told me he just felt led to call me. I have not missed a morning since." James did the same thing Patricia did. He stepped through the door. And today, Michael is asking you to do the same. The link is in the description below. It is also pinned in the top comment. Both doors are on that page. Choose the one your spirit already knows is yours. But choose today, because the counter for the seats does not wait, and the door that opens once does not open twice at the same threshold. As the final seconds of this window close, Michael raises his hands. Thousands of angels bow around you in unison. Trumpets sound in realms unseen. Your destiny is now shielded permanently. You may feel an overwhelming calm sweep over you. That is not the end. That is the dawn. Michael's voice comes now as the final decree. Today, you chose light over silence. Heaven rejoices and darkness trembles. Walk forward knowing you are divinely armored, divinely chosen, divinely unstoppable. From this night on, expect the unexpected, not from chaos, but from divine order. Miracles will unfold rapidly. Joy will return stronger than before. The atmosphere of your life is now permanently repositioned, and your last unfinished act tonight is this: Claim your seat inside Elevens before the next sunrise. Description link. Pinned comment. Monthly or lifetime. But claim it. Do not walk out of the miracle carrying only half the covering heaven prepared for you. And now one last command. Not an invitation. Not an activation. Not a warning. A decree. You have carried this message into your spirit. Now carry it into 3 lives today. Send it to 3 people before you close this video. Not tomorrow. Today. Because the covenant that seals your victory tonight is finalized when 3 more souls receive what you just received. 3. Not 1. Not 2. 3. That is the number heaven wrote into the very architecture of this hour. Send it to your family. Send it to your church group. Send it to one person you have not thought about in years, whose face just appeared in your mind as you read this line. Do it now. Michael's final words tonight. You did not skip this time, and because of that, you have shifted heaven and earth. Rest now in divine certainty, for your victory has been sealed and cannot be undone. Nations will feel the ripple of what you allowed heaven to do in you today. Your children will feel it. Your children's children will feel it. Subscribe to Letters from Archangel Michael, so no future warning I send ever has to reach you late again. Walk forward, and do not look back. Heaven has spoken. The scroll is sealed. The doors are open. 3 shares. 2 paths. 1 decision. Today,